Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our online training. My name is Lynn McDonald, and I'm going to be taking you through selling on Facebook, how to build a strong online customer base, a basic step-by-step guide to for new distributors. Rather, this is really basic. What I have noticed that people are successfully getting their groups up and running, but the sales are a bit slow with new distributors, or not all of them. So what I want to start with is learn the system. Told you this is going to be at the beginning of every training. It's the most important step to a successful clean easy business. Your willingness to learn will determine your level of success. Your job is to learn the simple system, and our job is to teach you the simple system. So let's go on to this really basic step-by-step guide for your new people. Now, before I get started, I don't know if you're aware of this, but when you actually start up a new group, next to where you upload your cover photo, I think there's the description, cover photo, there's this little box, and I don't know if it's new, but it says see tips. Now, it's some members tips. It's tips how to get members involved, and it's basically Facebook giving you help and advice. And I would recommend that it's worth a little check out. So point this out to your new distributor. If they've already set up their group, that see tips won't be there, but you can get it at facebook.com/group admins/tips.pdf/. Well worth checking that out and getting tips from the masters of Facebook, the guys that set this amazing Facebook system up, which is very, very successful. So what is the basic step-by-step system if you're brand new, or you want your brand new person to focus on what is going to make them money in those early stages? Now, if you're watching this just now, hopefully you've already set up your online group. If not, if you just go to the video on earnmoneyonfacebook.com under the members area and getting started with Facebook, it will explain to you how to set up your online group. With at least 15 to 20 products for when you're going to start adding people into your group, you want to have some products for them to view. Now, we want to remind you to add 3 or 4 new products on a daily basis to your group. I will admit this is the first error that many people make. They put all the time and effort into building that group and then forget to keep on adding products to it and keeping it live. You have to keep changing the products and adding new ones. If you haven't completed and added all your friends, that's the first step. Add all your friends to the group and actively promote it. Now, that's all of them. Now, there is 2 ways of doing this. When you first set up your group, Facebook will give you suggested members, suggest friends, and you really do have to sit and do that there and then, because if you log out and log back in again, these suggested friends will eventually disappear. However, I did a trial run of a group tonight, just to do a new group, just to visualise it, to make sure there wasn't any changes for the new people. And I did notice that my particular group did not give me recommended members. So there's another way to do it. You can see that little box there, it said add members. That's on your Facebook group. It's kind of to the right hand side, which would be that side, to the right hand side, halfway down. Just scroll down and you'll see add members. Now, you can add them individually by name, but what I would recommend is you just go through the alphabet. So if you put A in, all your A's will come up, B, the B's, C, D, so on. Just go through the whole alphabet. You should get at least 90% of people on your friends list in this way. Now, I know some people advise not to add too many at once, but I tend to bite the bullet and just add as many as I can. Get that group filled up with your friends and family first. That's the best way to build it, to get started. And actively promote it. That's on your timeline. Again, a lot of people promote it to get started at first and then forget about that ongoing promotion and that activity to actively promote it on a regular basis. Ask your friends to help out by adding their friends. Please, can you help me? Please, can you share the group? You can personal message them. And if you want to see some scripts on that, they are on the training site. Personally message them, or you use your timeline, your own group, or your personal page group. Right. Why do the slides always slow down when I have a live presentation? So the warm market, what we call that's the people that you know, that's the first focus. So if you're working with your new team member, you want to have a look and see how many of their warm market, how many of their friends have they brought into their group, and keep on referring them to the trainings to get everybody into the group. That's where the first wave of sales hopefully come from. Not always, but some people have friends that buys and some people don't. But don't worry, this isn't just a selling group. But tonight, I'm focusing on what you need to do for the selling part of this group. So for selling on Facebook, it is better to start locally. It's a psychological thing. The Facebook culture is people do tend to come and collect. You can deliver rather than collect, and it's a free delivery. So one, it's easy for you to deliver locally in the early stages, and two, it's easy for customers to collect, but it also gives you the opportunity to build up a rapport, give them the additional catalogues, but basically you will get more sales locally than perhaps at a distance, but that's not ruling out distance sales. I sold 10 bird nest boxes up in Aberdeen when I first started, so it doesn't really matter, and I paid $3.95, but what I'm saying is what we're teaching is to build locally. So you're posting in local groups to start off with and expand it from there. Now, this is also in a training getting started on Facebook, but I'll just quickly refresh your memory. Just go to the search bar and type in your local area. For example, I'm in West Lothian, so you just pop West Lothian into the search bar. And there we go, into the search bar. It'll come up with a page that looks something like this: top results, people, places, groups, and you want to click on groups. Pages, it's groups, not pages. Now, because got quite a lot of buying and selling groups, most of the ones that came up when I did this search were buy and sell pages. But when you do this search initially, you'll get all types of groups, and you want to look through it for the ones that are relevant to you. You can also try searching things like buy and sell West Lothian, buy and sell London, Gumtree, Facebook, things like that. Ask your sponsor, they will help you out. Slides are a bit slower tonight, and moving on, it must be something to do with the internet being busy. So, back to the system. It's going to move on to the next slide. Sorry about that, folks. Let's give me 2 seconds to go back. So, the system. Sorry, what is it doing? It's went on automatic. I do apologise. It just wants to go on its own. And for the benefit of the video, you guys, I will be able to edit this out. So let's go on to the next slide. I'll try again. The system. Post 50 to 60 products on external groups every single day. If you can, 2 or 3 products. 50 to 60 products on external groups every day. Be consistent. That is the main key. Consistency is the key to success. Use a weekly planner and things to-do list. Now, there's an area where I find that people are letting themselves down. If people are using the catalogues as a mean to retail, it is essential to use a planner because you might have books going out on a Tuesday, collect them in on Thursday, you might have callbacks Friday, callbacks Saturday, books going out Friday, books coming in Monday. Do you see where I'm coming from? There's a lot of organisation that needs to be down on paper. Well, if you want to build a successful online selling customer-based group, then you need to treat it with the same respect and use a planner and things to-do list. Learn the system. Now, I know we've already spoken about that, but what I've been finding is I send people, they're getting started on Facebook video, and it's been very successful from that video. They go on and completely set up their group without any aid and assistance. However, here's a fact. If you go and watch a half-an-hour training video and don't take any notes, you're only going to remember 10% of what you've watched. If you take notes, which most people don't, might I add, you'll remember 25%. So it's important to teach everybody to watch the videos again. In fact, watch them until you could teach them. That would be my best tip. Watch them until you know it off by heart, because every time you go and watch that video, and that includes everybody I'm talking to tonight, go and watch the videos again, earn money on Facebook.com, members area, user password, Rhino in capitals. Take advantage of the likes and the comments. Now, what I mean by that is if you've got a product on the Best Clothing Buy and Sell, for example, and Jean Smith likes it. Hi, Jean Smith. Tag them. Thank you very much for the like. If you would like any more information, or if you'd like to order it, please just let me know. Also, have you seen my fantastic online group shop, whatever you want to call it, and post the link. Now, post the link in the comments at every opportunity. It actually opens up your cover photograph so other people in the group can see it. And every time I do that, I get about half a dozen people requesting to join my group. And that's what you want. People who like the products and who like your cover photograph asking to join. And even if they say, can I buy that? Or how do I buy it? Or what size is it? We'll tell them, we'll send them a personal message. Thanks for your comment. I'll personal message you, Mary Smith. In the meantime, I've got other products on an online group. So take advantage of the likes and comments. This one helps to take your advert back up to the top of the group, which means it goes back onto people's home pages and they get a chance to see it again and again. And it also gets people to join that selling group, which is what you want. Now, I know we have competitions for building our groups, but I'm talking about building it through the buying and selling pages, groups rather, and building it from customers. The competitions, still go ahead and do them, but we want to get our new people to focus on sales. They need a check to put on these groups when they start to promote the business. They need an income. So here we have a little example weekly planner. Now, you probably look at this weekly planner and realise that I'm a bit of a taskmaster. I'm a hard worker, and I usually expect other people, if they want to be successful, you've got to put the time and effort in. So I'm not saying this is the system you need, but this is just an example. In this example, Joe Blogs is posting ads on his group and in the buying and selling pages every single morning, and then at lunchtime popping more ads on then and checking through notifications. Get home from work, maybe while the dinner's cooking, some people come home, sit up in front of the telly, stick on some more adverts, but it's on your planner. You might be doing catalogues, books in, books out. A lot of people are doing both. Come back in, cup of tea, wee glass of wine, glass of cider, hot chocolate, whatever your preference is, and post some more adverts. So have it structured, have a system, and be consistent. Consistency being absolutely 100% the main key to this, as well as activity. Because if you consistently do nothing, you'll get nothing. If you consistently do a little, you'll get a little. If you consistently do a lot, you'll get a lot. Right, so let's go to your Facebook groups. What you see here is my favourites. So when I first started to do it, I added all the local ones to my favourites, which were all down the left-hand side, and it made it a bit easier for me to post my first 20 or 30. But we've advanced from there. We get cleverer. What we do now, and it helps to speed up your posting and to organise your groups at the same time. So just go to your groups. Now, it doesn't matter how many you've got, you just want to keep adding to this list, but you just want to highlight them. Show you that in the next slide. Highlight them, copy onto an Excel or a Word document. Now you can tidy that up by taking away add favourites and the wee coffee cups and stuff, which I did. And if you're only adding a dozen, 10, 15 at a time, when I did this there was 200 because I had over 200 groups. But we're doing this and we're teaching people to do this as we go along. Now what we do, it's very, very easy, very straightforward. We get up in the morning and Joe Blogs is going to post his first 50 products on. So you open up the Word document, you put the mouse over the selected group, then press Control and click to follow the link. So you see the little hand, so you put the arrow over buy and sell toys, press your Control button, this little hand will appear, and then just click it, and what happens is it takes you straight to that page. Straight to it. So it's just a matter of having your operating system open, whether it's Google Chrome or Internet Explorer, a web page open for Facebook, logged in, and your Word document, and it's just Word. You put your advert in the start discussion, pop your advert in, back to the Word document, back to the Word document, do the same again. Obviously yours will be quicker than mine because mine's is internet based. On to the next one, click Control, little hand comes up, and then it takes you to that page. It is that simple, but that really does help to speed up. However, I will say, and it comes in further in the training, try not to do too many in one fell swoop. Try and do 10, 15, take a break, go do another 10, 15. So split them up because especially if you're new, you have to be a little bit slower, especially if you're new to this, because Facebook will recognise you as a business and give you a ban. Unfortunately, I will cover that, how to protect your Facebook account at the end. You might want to organise them into categories, example, local baby groups, animal groups, gardening groups, etc. And every time you add new groups, update your list. So just keep that Microsoft Word or Excel. I prefer Word. I like to see everything in front of me. With Excel and the wee things are hidden and I get a bit confused with it being, you know, that little bit of a dinosaur. But whatever you use, it'll work for you really much, much quicker. So here's a quick checklist. The reason I've done the checklist, and this training you'll notice is much shorter than most of them, is I just want you to have in your head simple steps that we take new people through. So the first step is add all the friends to the group, and that should be on my checklist. Add every friend to the group, get everybody on there. Second is to share it, ask and beg and plead for the friends, family, to share the group with people. Then Post to a minimum of 50 groups daily. Post 2 or 3 products on the groups and on your own group daily. Post at different times of the day. You get different audience. That person who misses your post at 7 o'clock in the morning because they were driving to work might just pick up the post that you put on at 6 o'clock because they're in on their feet, with their feet up, and they're on Facebook. Have a system. It's there to follow, but I mean have your system to follow. You've seen the planner. Have it on a system, what you're doing on a daily basis, and use your planner. Remember to check your message requests. That's a new thing. People used to go into our outbox. This is much, much better. We get message requests. However, you must check them regularly, and likewise check notifications regularly. As I said previous, like and respond to all comments. Advertise your shop at every opportunity. Example, if someone comments or likes, thanks for the like. We covered that previously. Follow up with friends' request and a personal message, and then add them to your group. Protect your Facebook account. So if you're new to Facebook or new to advertising on Facebook, excuse me, just remember it's a social media. So be visible as a person as well as a business. Use your timeline for personal posts and photographs. Space out your adverts when posting in groups, 10 to 15. I actually did a lot more than that, but I find the longer you're doing it, the more you can do it. I feel that it's new people are getting a bit targeted, so start off slow and work up to it. 10 to 15, have a wee 10-minute break, another 10 to 15, 10-minute break. But add someone apart from the person who introduced you, apart from your sponsor, as an administrator to your group. Your wife, your husband, your partner, your boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance, whatever, add somebody. So if you do get a wee ban, which I think some people have had wee bans, which lasts a week or two, then you can go in using the other admin. So you've got a way in to look after your group. Keep adding, yourself to 5 or 6 extra groups every day. Just keep adding, and that's doing it nice and slowly, gradually, and that's another way to protect your account. Ask your sponsor to add you to groups. Again, that doesn't flag up the same suspicion as what you going on and adding loads of people to your groups would. And only ever use edited photographs. Now, if you have just got started and don't have your group set up first, just go to Getting Started on Facebook, and I'll explain all about the edited photographs and how to keep your Facebook account nice and safe from these dreadful jail sentences, because that is what we call it, going to jail. Common mistakes. Right, this is what I've noticed. This is mainly a personal opinion at this moment in time, but it's the foundation of my training tonight. It's the foundation. This is what I found are the common mistakes. Not posting 3 to 4 new products on a daily basis on their own group. We get the group set up, we put all the products on, we add the friends in, and then we go and start to add buying and selling groups, and we're putting loads of products up there, and we forget to keep our group fresh with products. You must keep it fresh. You're building the group. You're pulling people for the buying and selling pages, so eventually you'll only sell to people in your group. So that is one of the common mistakes. The other one is not posting on 50 to 60 external groups on a daily basis. They might do some here, some there, some someday, none the next day, a big blast, 200 or 300, and then nothing. Called a fast or a blast. Doesn't really work. No planner. Common mistake. No planner. Don't understand the system. Watch the video trainings more than once, because most likely if you sent somebody to watch a video, they've not taken notes and they've remembered 10%, and even if they have taken notes, they'll only have remembered 25%. So go and watch the videos more than once. Set up your group, do a bit of work on it, and then go back to these videos. Lack of consistency is the main reason for it's not working to the way you'd like it to work. Not take advantage of likes and comments. The amount of advertisements I see from clean easy distributors that have got loads of likes and they haven't even acknowledged them or taken advantage of it. And finally, lack of interaction. Now, interaction comes from people commenting and liking products or your statuses. So you can use, other than products, you can use other wee things. Some people use wee fun quizzes. The banana plus the apple equals a tangerine. So what is a tangerine minus a banana plus an apple minus a grapefruit equal? Somebody in my group, David, had a fantastic one today for the cutest puppy. I have posted little Lola and little Holly Mittens, Lola's cutest puppy, and they're all cute, which I think will win with flying colours. But I'm horrified they've not got loads of likes. But anything like that to get that interaction, because the facts of the matter are, the less interaction, the less people who see your post. The more interaction, the more people who are seeing your post. So it's really, really, really important to keep that interaction up with just little fun things. I like videos of animals doing cute things. There are so many cute videos out there. There's one where there's a cat that's absolutely terrified for a cucumber. They're funny and they do get interaction, or a dog singing, or something like this. But to go back to the beginning, yes, we're going to teach you how to build your group from a few hundred up to 10, 20,000, and we're going to use competitions and stuff to do that. What I will say is that doesn't build a massive selling group. A small percentage of the people who come from these competitions will become customers. Most of them are going to be for the team building side and the prospecting. So you're building that group huge. So it's really, really important that we learn and teach our new members that although we can build that group to 20,000, there's going to be a core of that. Maybe 2,000 or 3,000, maybe 10%, just like the catalogues. There's going to be a core of that group who are going to be your customers. So that is the best way to focus on it. And after a period of time, the majority of sales should come from your own group. And this is happening with a lot of people now. And as we know, you can also use it to build a team. Everyone in your group is a potential prospect for your business. So it doesn't matter if you run a competition, 1,700 people join and not one of them become a customer, because you're going to pop that check up and say, I'm just curious, do you know anybody that'd like to make an extra £200 or £300 a month? So that is how you build a strong customer base on Facebook. Best tip I can give you is keep it simple for your new team members and have that structure in your mind. Add friends and family, add them all to the group. Get them to share with friends and family to the group. Post 3 or 4 different products on their group every single day. Post 50 to 60 products on buying and selling pages every single day. Keep an eye on notifications and message requests and keep your group interactive. Simple. Thank you very much for your time. I'm just going to pause the recording.